Now, Reedy, Crichton.
Yes.
Now, I've been hearing today that he is a bigger chance than most think of him playing this game against the Panthers. And what does that mean if he does play?
Okay, Braith, I'm going to try and get this right. So if Crichton plays, that means Burton plays 6, Galvin plays 7, Bailey Hayward at hooker, and Toby Sexton on the bench.
If Crichton plays?
If Crichton plays.
And Sexton to the bench?
Yeah. If Crichton doesn't play, and that means Reed Marnie looks like he won't be in the team if Crichton plays.
Okay.
Crichton doesn't play, well, that changes everything because Burton goes to the centres, Galvin shifts to 6, Sexton to 7. Reed Marnie potentially starts the game with Bailey Hayward coming off the bench because it gives them a bit more versatility.
So if Crichton plays,
it's pretty significant.
Marnie misses out. If Crichton doesn't play, Marnie starts.
Yes, that's what we're hearing, Braith, today. So
And Sexton drops to the bench, even though Sexton came on the field last week as a 7 and changed the game. Like, what do you think about that?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go there. Go there, Braith.
He made his choice. He's made his choice, Sorrello. I don't think he's going to change his 7 now. But whether we like it or we don't, whether we agree with it or we don't, I don't think Sorrello's going to change his 7.
I think you have Sexton at 7 no matter what. I just think you have him at 7 no matter what.
It's sticking your head in the sand and pretending it's not an issue when it is an issue. Like there was a guy called Craig Gower sitting in that seat last night. And you know, he's a former champion halfback and he just tells it as it is. And he says, you know what, the game changed, Sexton's your 7, full stop.
There's not many players that I've spoken to, and even Rennie Matua said the same as an ex-Bulldogs legend, that don't think that Sexton should be playing 7. There's not many I know.
I'm with Doggy. I'm dying on this hill. I'm backing Galvin in 7.
We know why you're doing that. You've been doing it all
do you
year.
honestly feel though, mate? Do you feel that
now.
it's got to the stage, because it is so obvious to us all, even though you don't want to admit it, that Sexton is at this point of his career and where the Dogs are at the moment, they're playing for their life in this competition, not next year, not the year after. Sexton right now is the bloke that is the better halfback.
But clearly, Cameron Sorrello doesn't necessarily believe that.
Do you think?
And he's around the more than we are,
but because he has made this decision and he stood by it and he's backed himself on it, do you think it maybe has got to the stage now where he almost can't backtrack on it?
Well, if he's made the decision, you're saying everyone agrees that it should be Sexton. But why then, and Braith, you're probably the best man to ask this question to, why won't Cameron Sorrello do it then? All your mates are saying it should happen, but why do you think as an elite coach he's not doing it?
He's made a call. They've gone down this road and they've committed to it. Well, you don't change it now.
Why?
Because he believes in it, Braith. He obviously believes in it, Braith.
Yeah, but that's fine. But you said that you don't change it now.
No, because he's the coach and he believes in it.
Yeah,
why would he go against something he doesn't believe in? He's coaching that footy team.
Sometimes in life, you make a decision at one point, and then sometime down the track you have new information. You are allowed to change your opinion.
But clearly he hasn't.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. So it's like he can't back away from it.
It's looking like Crichton's not playing this week, right?
Okay.
And he's put Sexton at 7.
Yep.
So he could have easily have put Burton at 5 out and kept Galvin at 7.
But we saw how Burton played last week in the centres. He was outstanding.
Well, you're just making my point even stronger.
No, because he can't play in the centres if Steve Crichton's available. And he's got to be in the team. So that forces you into a decision. You either play Galvin or Sexton.
He can.
Bronson, what are you going to drop Bronson Cherry?
No, he's been great. You keep him in the team somewhere.
But even on that point,
you prioritise your key playmakers. They're the ones that are going to win your grand finals. We're about to talk about Nico Hines and Jamal Fogarty and how important they are to winning the premiership, not just games, winning the competition. You know, that's what you prioritise. I think what's important here too is if Crichton looks like he's going to be out, the big move is that Marnie is starting.
It's huge.
So are you happy with that or not?
I said on the show a month ago that I would have had Reed Marnie starting every week in the finals. He's a finals player. He's got a bit of niggle in him. He's got a bit of shit in him, if I can say that on air. I just did. He's the bloke I want to go to war with, Braith, in a semi-final. I want Reed Marnie
Dogs
right
of
there.
war. Doggy of war.
Absolutely. Correct.
Yeah. Stay strong.
Well, no, this one I haven't been so definitive on. Okay. But as long as Reed Marnie keeps his wits about him and doesn't do,
and he has improved
and doesn't
this year,
do something silly.
I can't cop this and making out like he gives away penalties left, right and centre anymore.
Okay.
Those days are over.
He's been good this year.
So you know,
I reckon it's irrelevant and got nothing to do with this decision by Serrato. I think that's actually been used as a...
This one I don't mind, Dave. I don't mind if he starts Marnie, starts Hayward.
Yeah, you're okay.
I'm either way, right?
Serraldo believes what he believes, and he's the bloke that's inside the club, okay? So he's best equipped to make a decision. But I reckon if you polled 100 former first graders, I reckon probably 99 of them would go with the fact that Marnie should be at hooker, Sexton should be at halfback, Burton should be at 5'8", Crichton and Cherry should be in the centres. Like you say Burton was good at the centre. Yes, he is a world-class centre, but he's also a bloody good 5'8", and he's their best chance. Guys like Cooper Cronk have said, for the Bulldogs to win the competition, Matt Burton has to be at
That's what's such a spin out, because, you know, I come on this show and I'm a Bulldog supporter who wants them to win, but I also talk to a lot of players. You know, like Cameron Smith said it on Channel 9, you got a lot of ex-legends and current players and, you know, ex-Bulldogs who have the same opinion as of what I do on here. So it makes me not that's why I say it on here, because I believe it, but I'm also getting that reinforcement from guys who I respect. That's why I just can't work it out. Yes, I respect Serraldo, and I think he's a great coach, and all I do is rap him on this show. But I'm still a little bit puzzled by his decision-making this year. I don't know.
And then it goes forward to next week, because if Crichton doesn't play this week, but there's a chance he will, but if he doesn't, then the problem comes along in a prelim final. And then you're going to make the decision, or do you make the decision to... Galvin's the obvious man that goes.
Crawls, if the Dogs go out in straight sets, the Tigers, do they have the last laugh on this one this year?
Do they have the last laugh? You know, okay, so if Lachlan Galvin, when he went to the club, he said, I want to step out of my comfort zone. And yes, he stepped out of his comfort zone, but has it worked out best for him, and has it worked out best for the Dogs?
It's 6 months. This is a 5-year journey. You can't...
Oh, here he goes with the journey.
I did say it. You can't say...
a 5-year journey.
You can't put a line through Lachlan Galvin.
Is there a market on Sportsbet
I'll tell you what's going to be the biggest story.
To win the comp in 5 years? Go and get on.
You can't say this has been an abject failure based on just this season. They've signed him for a long time, believing he's a player who's going to get better and better and better over that period.
They tried to talk this sense into you on Monday night. It's this year's competition.
I understand.
Okay, and there's an opportunity at the moment.
Your question was, is the Galvin thing a success or failure? You can't say
season.
It. Well, that wasn't what was said.
I'll tell you what, I reckon the Tigers fans will cheer if they don't win. And regardless of the outcome on Sunday, Lachlan Galvin will continue to be the biggest story on Sunday night. Like, win, lose or draw. He is the biggest story coming out of this game. If the Bulldogs lose, there'll be uproar from their fans. And if they make it through and Crichton returns next week, it again becomes the same selection story.
The Dogs fans are sticking solid, but I can tell you if they lose this weekend, that may change.
They'll turn.
They may
I don't know if the Tigers have had the last laugh.
Yeah, that's a big
I'm just saying that they wanted to keep him. They wanted to spend, how much was it?
3 minutes. No, it was $1 million.
But I would argue when by last laugh, I mean, when he came to the Bulldogs, they were sitting on top of the competition. Things were rocking. They were in a really good position. They were in a great position to win this competition,
I'll tell you how they were rocking. They were faltering.
And I think most people would concede, bar Brent Read, that in the time that he's been at the club, they haven't gone as well.
And Cameron Smith and Cooper Cronk. Yeah. Two blokes that
got a fair
IQ. No, they're not on your team at all.
But they weren't rocking when he arrived. They were stumbling.
You keep saying that.
Well, it's true. Look at their results.
Stumbling in first position, looking down on everyone else.
Look at their results,
That's what they were doing.
Look at the 4 weeks before he got there.
I've got to save you, and we've got to go to a break.